As always, we start with color. You can see it's kind of a lighter amber, probably an indication of it being a little bit younger. I'm not sure how well you see that, but we've got a couple of really quick, kind of runny legs, so not the highest viscosity, but that makes sense at 95 proof and most likely being more like a 4-year-old product. Let's get in the nose. There's not a lot going on in the nose. There's a little bit of vanilla, kind of a touch of like wheat funk and the floralness that I usually get out of a lot of Weller products. It's kind of like a hybrid of both. And there's like the smallest amount of what I would attribute as probably some oak sweetness going on. Nothing too complex. This isn't a nose that's really going to wow you. It's just kind of there. It's light. So hopefully that lightness is just a matter of it not being too punchy on the ethanol, and it'll show up a bit more on the palate. Let's get a palate. Okay, a lot better on the palate. Definitely get a nice upfront vanilla note. And then there is a little bit of a sweetness. It's not truly like a caramel, like would be your kind of classic bourbony flavor. It's more like a kind of powdered sugar. And there's definitely a little graininess to it in the wheat. So maybe it's kind of like a little vanilla powdered sugar donut thing going on, which I'm kind of okay with that. I'm not going to lie. Going on a second sip, a little more of that kind of wheat funk starts to show up, but it's very light. All of the flavors in this are fairly light. So that kind of indicates to me, usually, other than there's the bit of graininess, that it's a little younger, and that proof, of course, is kind of settling in and doing its thing. There's nothing too crazy going on in the finish either. There's a little bit of like Kentucky Hug, there's a little touch of pepper and some barrel spice influence, but it's so minor. You're still really getting that kind of like powdered sugar donut thing going on, which I want to be very clear, kind of a fan. If we account for the fact that this is a shelf-available bottle for like $37, kind of starts making a little more sense, especially if you're in a place where like, say Special Reserve is impossible to get at MSRP.